In this video, we're going to start building an app. We're going to start off by building the base structure for this homepage by using modules. These modules can be found here in the library, in the modules section. So we're going to be using these components over here in the following videos. We're going to customize these modules and we're going to add new elements until we reach a final result that looks like this one. Customized and personalized. So that's what we're going to do. For now, I'm going to speed up the construction process by using modules. So I'm going to hide these structures here that have already been built that show us the final result. We can refer back to this whenever we need. So you can activate this structure's visibility to make sure you're building it correctly. To do this, we're going to add these three base structures. So I'm going to select the page, come here to UI Objects, click on Modules, and I'm going to add a menu. Okay, here it is. I'm now going to select the page again, come to UI Objects, and then click Modules, where I'm going to add this component over here in the main section, this one here. Okay, I'm going to select the page again and come to the UI Objects section, then click Modules, and I'm going to add the last section. The snippet item. Okay, here it is. Now that we have the base structure, I'm going to come here to main and I'm going to add new components here in the header and in the body. Let's see what exists here. So here in the header, we have a component that is called text over and button. Okay, I'm going to select here and I'm going to delete this placeholder. I'm going to select the header and I'm going to come to UI Objects, to Modules, and I'm going to see what we have here in the card section. Okay, so the text overhead button is here. We can now start to see something forming here. Now I'm going to come here to body and I'm going to see what we have here. So we have a series of the same sections as we saw in the beginning of this video. We had horizontal lists here. So I'm going to add this type of section here, but first I'm going to delete this placeholder. I'm going to come here to body and then to UI Objects and then to the modules where I'm going to have a simple and headline section. Okay, I'm going to delete this placeholder and I'm going to see what we have in this section. As you can see, there's a horizontal scroll, which is a horizontal list. So I'm going to select simple and headline and I'm going to come to the UI Objects, to modules, and I'm going to see what we have in the lists. It's this one that we want, the horizontal scroll. Here it is. And in its interior, in its flex item, we have a headline and a favorite card. Okay, so we're going to add a headline and favorite component here. And I'm going to delete this flex item that we don't need. In a later video, I'll explain why. I'm going to open this section and I'm going to delete this placeholder. I'm going to add a card here. I'm going to click into the modules to the card section and I'm going to add a headline and favorite card. As we saw at the beginning of this video, we have 4 of the same sections here. I'm just going to minimize. We also had a list which held a video and a vertical list. I'm going to copy this. I'm going to come here and select this simple and headline component. I'm going to hit Ctrl+C and then I'm going to select body and I'm going to hit Ctrl+V 3 times. Okay, now we have 4 identical sections as we can see here. Now we're going to look at this one here. So this simple and headline section also has a horizontal scroll. I'm going to come here to body, to UI Objects, to modules, and I'm going to add a simple and headline section. And I'm going to delete this placeholder. I'm going to reselect this component, come here, and I can see it has a video section. So I'm going to come here and I'm going to delete this flex item as it's not necessary. I'm going to come here to our flex item, I'm going to delete this placeholder and I'm going to add a video section. Here it is. We can already see it here. I'm going to come here to our simple and headline section where we have a vertical list. Inside here, we have a team member card. So I'm going to add a simple and headline section in our body, and I'm going to delete the placeholder. I'm also going to add a vertical list here. Here it is. And I'm going to delete our extra items, these here. We've definitely got a placeholder here, so I'm going to delete it. And over here, as we saw, we've got a team member card. Okay, I'm going to go to cards and then to team member card. So this structure was really easy to build. Now all that's missing is a small detail. We have to check what we have here inside of our snippet item section. I'm going to check. We have a video. So I'm going to come here to the snippet item. I'm going to delete this placeholder. I'm going to select the snippet item, come here to UI objects, to modules, and I'm going to place our video. This structure has now been completely replicated. We can see the base structure here. The next step is going to be to formulate these modules so that we can add new elements. So this is our base structure, and as you can see, it was very quick to build.